Welcome to Moth Inc. How may I help you? Okay. Before I get going, I might as well read this. By Laleth. Marksman's Lesson. The Marksmanship Lesson. Calmerit Bryn had a very definite opinions on how things should be done. Every slave he bought on the day he bought him or her was soundly whipped, in the courtyard for a period of 1 to 3 hours, depending upon the individual degree of independent spirit. The whip he used, or had his Castellan use, was a wet, knotted cloth which regularly drew blood but very seldom maned. To his great satisfaction and personal pride, a few slaves ever needed to be whipped more than once. The memory of their first day and the sight and sound of every subsequent slave's first day stayed with them throughout their lives. When Bryn brought his first Bosmere slave, he ordered his Castellan to whip him only for an hour. The creature, which Bryn had named Dob, seemed so much more delicate than the Argonians. I'm not really liking this so far. And Khajiit and Oryx, who made up the bulk of his slaves. Dob was clearly ill-suited for work in the mines or in the fields, but he seemed presentable enough for domestic service. Dob did his work quietly and tolerably well. Brim occasionally had to correct him by refusing him food, but the punishment never needed to go further. Whenever guests arrived at the plantation, the sight of the exotic and elegant addition to Brim's household staff always impressed them. "Here you," said Genanath Ilek, a minor but still noble member of the house Ildoril, as Dal presented her a glass of wine. "Were you born a slave?" "No, Sidura," Dob answered with a bow. "I used to rob nice ladies, like you on the road." The company all laughed with delight, but Bryn checked with the slave trader from whom he had bought Dob, and found that the story was true. The Bosmere had been a highwayman, though not one of any great notoriety, before he had been caught and sold into slavery as punishment. It seemed as extraordinary that a quiet fellow like Dob, who always looked respectfully downward at the sight of his superiors, could have been a criminal. Bryn made up his mind to question him about it. "You must have used some sort of weapon when you were robbing those pilgrims and merchants," Bryn grinned as he watched Dob mop. "Yes, Sidura," Dob replied. "A bow." "Of course, your Bosmiri are supposed to be very handful with those." Bryn thought a moment and then asked, "A bit of a marksman, were you?" Dob nodded humbly. You will tutor my son Waldrick in archery," the master said after another moment's pause. Waldrick was 7 years of age and had been rather sadly spoiled by his mother, Bryn's late wife. The boy was useless at swords play, fearful of being cut. He embarrassed his father's pride, but the personality defects seemed ideally suited to the bow. Bryn had his Castellan purchased a finely wrought bow, several quivers of arrows, and ordered targets to be set up in the wildflower field next to the plantation house. In a few days' time, the lessons began. For the first few days, the master watched Waldrick and Dob to be certain that the slave knew how to teach. He was supposed to lead the boy to learn the grips and the different stances. Kind of sounds like my father teaching me how to use a bow and, Business concerns, however, had to take precedence. Bryn only had time to see to it that the lessons were continuing, but not how well they were progressing. It was a month's time before the issue was re-examined. Bryn and his Castellan were reviewing the plantation's earnings and expenses, and they had come to the area of miscellaneous household cost. "You might also check to see how many targets in the field need to be repaired." "I've already anticipated that, Sidura," said the Castellan. "They are in pristine condition." "How is that possible?" Bryn shook his head. "I've seen targets fall apart after only a few good shots. There shouldn't be anything left after a month's worth of lessons." "There are no holes of any kind in the targets, Sidura. See for yourself." As it happened, in that hour, the marksmanship lesson was underway. Bryn walked across the field, watching Dob guide Waldrick's arm as the boy took aim at the sky. The arrow flew up into an arc over the top of the target, burying itself into the ground. Bryn examined the target and found it to be, as the Castellan said, in pristine condition. No arrow had touched it. Master Waldrick, you must pull your right arm down further, Dob was saying, and the follow-through is essential if you expect your arrow to gain any height. Height? Bryn snarled. What about accuracy? Unless he's been secretly ranking up a high kill ratio of birds, you haven't taught my son a thing about marksmanship. Dob bowed humbly. Sodura, first, Master Waldrick must become comfortable with the weapon before need worry about accuracy. And Vollenwood, we learn by watching the bolt arc at different levels, in different winds, before we try very hard to strike targets. Bryn's face turned purple with fury. I am not a fool. I should have known not to trust a slave with my boy's education. The master grabbed Dob and shoved him toward the plantation house. Dob, head down, began the humble shuffling walk he had learned in his domestic duties. Waldrick, tears streaming down his face, tried to follow. You stay and practice, roared his father. Try aiming at the target itself, not at the sky. You are not coming back into the house until there is at least one hole in that damn bullseye. The boy tearfully returned to practice, while Bryn brought Dob into the courtyard and called for his whip. Dob suddenly broke away and scrambled to hide between some barrels in the center of the yard. Take your punishment, slave. I should have never shown you the mercy the day I bought you, Bryn bellowed, bringing the whip down on Dob's exposed back again and again. I have to toughen you up. There'll be no more soft jobs as tutor and valet in your future. Waldrick's plaintive yell drifted in the meadow. I can't, father. I can't hit it. Master Waldrick, Dob cried back as loud as he could, his voice shaking with pain. Keep your left arm straight and aim slightly east. The wind has changed. Stop confusing my son, Bryn screamed. You'll be in the salt rice fields if I don't beat you to death first, like you deserve. Dob, the boy wailed far away. I still can't hit it. Master Waldrick, take 4 steps back, aim east, and don't be afraid of the height. Dob tore away from the barrows, hiding under a cart near the wall. Bryn pursued him, raining down blows. The boy's arrow sailed high over the target and kept climbing, reaching a pinnacle at the edge of the plantation house before coming down in a magnificent arc. Bryn tasted the blood before he realized he'd been hit. Gingerly, he raised his hands and felt the arrowhead protruding out of the back of his neck. He looked at Dob crouching under the wagon and thought he saw a thin smile across the slave's lips. Just for an instant before he died, Bryn saw the face of the rogue highwayman on Dob. Bullseye, Master Waldrick. Dob. Cowed. Crowd. Wow. That's a very interesting book. Well, I will keep a hold of that. All right. I guess I'll read that one. Well, it says part 2. I kind of want part 1. Great War, I'll read at another point. But Margaret's journal. I don't know why I have Arville's journal. Well, I need to find information about Waylon next. So I guess that's what I should do next. Well, I guess I can come back here afterwards. It's busy, alright. Now, if I remember correctly, that elf... Well, no, he wasn't an elf, was he?
You.
Oh.
I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off.
Oh.
You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
Okay, well, I wasn't trying to cause any trouble. I apologize.
You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Okay, alright, well... Clearly they don't like me asking questions about Waylon and them. I'll leave it be. I don't want to get into trouble around here. I'm trying to start fresh. Oh.
Excuse me. Do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
Can't say that I have. I'm new. I'm new around here.
Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship.
Oh.
Legal rites and so forth.
Okay, well, sorry, I don't know anything.
Thank you for your time.
he works with the Silverbloods. He did mention work up at the Jarl. I'm guessing he's up here. Oh yeah, this is the Jarl's place. Well, get out of the rain at least. Okay. Wow, look at this place. It's like a giant cave.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away towns. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
Oh,
That's enough, Thongbor. We're done.
looks like there's tension in here with the whole Civil War thing and the... Okay, so where is the Jarl? Is he up there, or over there? I'm guessing 2 guards here, possibly this way. So, Jarl Balgriff is, of course, the Jarl of Whiterun. I wonder who the Jarl of this is. Yeah. Oh, what is that noise? That is loud. Ah. Piping, I see. Well.
Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth?
Oh, I'm just a... Well, I'm looking for work.
Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words.
I can...
Your eyes open, forceful when you're on the road.
I can barely hear you. I think you said something about Forsworn. Hello, Jarl.
You speak to Igor, son of Oroth, Jarl of Markarth.
Jarl. Good Jarl. I'm looking for work.
Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally these times.
Oh.
Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them.
Oh. Okay, Forsworn. I mean, I've dealt with them before. I guess I will try, my Jarl.
We will see. I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand?
Okay. How can they stand this noise? My goodness. Okay. Well, at least I have a job now. But I don't know where this is. Well, whoops. Let's check here. Did he give me at least anything? No, he said I need to go to some weird place. I'll go check it when I need to be by a light to be able to check this on a map. Alright, let's check this out. Alright, let's check this out. Broken Tower... Broken Tooth Tower, I think, or something like that? I don't see anything on here. I just see that. It's somewhere in the Reach. I know that much. I might have to see if I can buy myself a map of the local area. Oh, how much money do I even have? Oh, I have 1,000 gold. Okay, I might be able to buy myself a map. Whoops. Just gotta find where the general store is. Where are the shops in this place? This place is so confusing. It just goes on forever. Oh, I wonder what that is. Probably someone's house. I mean, I don't see any signs. Thank Sithis, the rain stopped. I wonder if this place is either sympathetic to the Imperials or the Rebellion. I mean, judging by what happened in the keep there, it sounds like they're more Imperial. The idea of closing off Talos, but I was able to enter the temple. Unless I wasn't supposed to enter the temple of Talos. I don't know. I don't know enough about this city. Well, they're... okay. Yeah, well, the High Elves are here. The Thalmor. I assume, just looking at the clothing. Alright, I guess I gotta be careful around here if this is an Imperial city. But where is the general store? There's gotta be a store of some sort. Let's not catch up to this guy. It's a good thing I'm not afraid of heights. This is insane. It's a lovely city. So there's the Temple of Talos there. Oh, no sign, so I don't think that's the store. Nothing there. Oh, I heard them arguing down there. Oh, merchants. They might have a map. Let's see if I can ask them. Especially that one lady. Oh, good morning.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?
I'm still looking for a healer. Don't worry about it. Have you got anything for sale? I'm looking for a map.
I got some wonderful jewelry.
She doesn't have anything. Better not ask her any questions about Margaret.
Come back if you need a new ring or necklace.
I will, thank you. I mean, it looks like he sells meat, but I could at least ask.
Don't try to haggle with me. Buy or leave.
It's okay. Do you...
Redguard craftsmanship in
Yeah,
every
do you have a map for sale, by the way?
Take a look.
And no, all meat. Thank you, though.
Come back when you need more meat.
Well,
Bring gold.
okay, we'll do... Oh, general store. There's the sign. Perfect. I was right in front of it.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
Oh.
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Will do. Thank you. Wow, this is a nice place. They've got alchemy stuff. Oh, hello.
No, I'm not Arnleaf.
Oh. Huh?
Yes, I know it's called Arnleaf and Sons.
Okay. Well, who's Arnleaf?
I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif.
Okay.
My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago.
Oh.
For sworn attack. I miss that stubborn oath.
A lot of forsworn around here. Did you hear about... I heard you were talking about the marketplace attack.
No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't
I
it?
keep hearing about them, yeah.
I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city?
Sounds like it.
Gods help us.
Well, hopefully we can do something about it. Anyway, I was wondering if you have a map of the local area.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that will help. Yeah. Do you have anything else for sale, by the way?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Well, let's see if I can sell anything that I've got. Well, I think I'm beyond cutting wood, but you're not going to buy that from me anyway. That wooden shield, I might keep it just in case. You're not going to buy a lot of my stuff, are you? I don't want to keep that. Oh, there's nothing I can sell. I mean, I could sell the pelts. Make at least a couple pieces of gold, I suppose. And that's all. But anyway, let's see what you've got. Arrows. Some capes. My stuff's better. Some food. Wait, do you have potions? I might... Juniper berries. Do I have juniper berries? I don't think I do. Something must be nearby. Wheat. Dang. I know there was another thing. Wheat and... something else. I forget what it was. Might as well buy some wheat, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, books. Cats of Skyrim. The Dwemer Inquiries. Resource of this. Oh, and spells. The Amulet of Kings. Oh! Huh. Maybe I'll come back to you in a moment. Uncommon Taste and The Legend of the Red Eagle. Maybe I'll come back and check those books out at some point. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Thank you.
Come back whenever you need something.
Will do. Okay. They didn't have a lot of alchemy stuff, but at least it's something. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the previous chapter. There is no journal entry today, but stay tuned by subscribing to be notified of new journal entries and chapters. We hope to see you again.